listen, I'm just disappointed for the lads. You know, they've put in a huge shift. With a little bit more efficiency, they could have got across the line. You know, it was just down to a battle of efficiency in the finish. Cork were that little bit more efficient, I think. I don't have the stats, but like, you know, that's my first impression of it. And we did have chances coming down the stretch, but Cork, you know, their shooting was, you know, was incredible. From the side, how many points they got from the sideline? They got quite a few down that left hand side. But listen, congratulations to Cork. We wish them and Clare the best in the final, and it's over to them now.
General feeling of Limerick with that coming into this year was a combination of pretty stunning. Do you think that that's what happened today?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think that game was just held in a very tight balance, very fine balances there, and both teams had goal chances. You know, it was just the tiniest of margins, and Cork managed to eke themselves out the right side of it, and more power to it.
The response you had to their goal, scored 10 in the next 13 points, that was pretty impressive.
It was a great response. Yeah, listen, we did in flow. You know, both teams had periods where they had dominance. We probably had that longer period in that spell, and you know, did really well. But you know, they got, I don't know how many points they got in a very short space of time. Then they got kind of 3 points in a flash. It was nearly 4 points even. It was really quick, and it can happen in games out there, you know, where you lose 1 or 2 puck outs, you know, ball goes astray, pass goes astray, and you can concede 3 or 4 points very quickly. So, you know, a 5-6 point lead is nothing outside there, and I suppose really for me at the minute the overriding thought is, you know, that I'm extremely proud of the players and what they've done for 2024. They couldn't have done any more. They worked extremely hard. They left no stone unturned. We have no regrets. We have no regrets, and it's good to have that, if you like, in some respect. You know, of course we've picked up a few injuries along the way, but every team gets setbacks with injuries, and you just plough on. We've always ploughed on in the past, so every faith in the guys to be able to get across the line today. But we're just that little bit off, just a little bit.
You eventually moved to Kiely more essentially, but were you surprised how much you adhered to keeping the ball away from every single puck?
I wasn't really, no, we were expecting that. I don't think they had as much hay out of it as they might have liked. I thought Diarmuid did really well under the dropping ball on his side. I thought the full back line did well on crash ball coming out. They managed to get a couple off just after half time, with Shane Barrett coming from the midfield, running onto breaking ball. But you know, that was it really. You know, other than that, it was a few unstructured puck outs that came off quickly, you know, after wide balls, and that's what happens if your efficiency is low. You pay for it not just on the scoreboard, but on the puck out subsequent to that wide. You're unstructured in defence, and you're far more likely to concede at the back. And I think that's the price ultimately that we probably paid. You know, Dickie Dalton got 1 or 2 there where he just was standing beside me out on the sideline as the shot was being taken by Limerick, and next thing it goes wide, and 2 seconds later the ball is in Dickie Dalton's hands, and he's got, you know, 5-6 seconds to steady himself up to drive it over the bar from 80 yards. So, you know, those type of incidents had a big bearing, I think, on the game.
John, we saw that in the Cork game as well. At the end, you know, after O'Connor's punt and the penalty, it was something that Declan had said in the build-up that you would be wary of those things, but obviously it's easier said than done.
Oh, it's very hard, yeah. Like you just don't have time to set up. Like, and you have numbers maybe sent to where the play is in order to support the play, to create the score and chance. You can't be attacking and defending all in one go. So you know, you are vulnerable in that moment in time, and it just takes a huge effort to minimise the amount of opportunities that come from those scenarios. But it's a feature of the game, you know, that wasn't maybe there before this year really. You know, this is probably a new feature to hurling. no, yeah.
That frustrated.
It did, yeah. But listen, it is what it is, you know. You manage it as you. If you have the ball, you can manage it. If you don't have the ball, you can't manage it. So, yeah. Listen, I've no cribs about that. It is what it is. You know, I'm not going to go down that road. There's no hay there for me now. That's for sure.
John, a couple of goal chances as well, and Armagh had a great game to his credit, but seemed to slip on both occasions. Was it new boots or was it the surface or?
No, the boys in fairness had their 6 studs on. You know, I think we've seen a bit of slipping on the surface anyway out there the last couple of weeks with other codes and sports as well. So, I don't know. Again, you know, it's not something that you. Sometimes they're just trying to turn so quickly, you know, that your foot goes from underneath you. You know, it's just the speed that they're trying to turn it with.
The team was obviously trying to do something that no other curling team had done. Does it make it that bit harder that point in a row is gone?
I don't think it had any bearing at all on us, to be honest with you. We felt light about all that all year. We were very committed to going after the 2024 championship. You know, when you're on the road, as long as the lads are on a winning run like they have been, of course you're going to come up against opportunities for the opposition to beat you. Of course you are. But we gave ourselves an opportunity to win it too. So it wasn't that we didn't have the opportunity to win the game today. If we're beaten by 10 points, we'd say, right, okay, something's wrong here. You know, we didn't give ourselves an opportunity to win the game. We could have won by 2 or 3, but we didn't. And you know, that's just the way it is. So no concerns about the weight of that on the group. We had a really enjoyable year together. We were light on ourselves. We were determined to enjoy the season, and we set out to do it, and we did it. And I don't think the group has any baggage in that regard coming into today or any other day. And I think you could see that by the performance, you know.
And I guess the before the rubber run is bookended, but the 8th cup for the team, I guess, would be very positive that Limerick are going to be competing next year with.
Yeah, well, listen, the group of guys that are inside in that dressing room are incredibly dedicated. They shape their world around hurling, if you like, where they choose to live, where they choose to work, where they choose to go to college. You know, they have shaped their world around this group, this team. There's an incredible togetherness and unity within the group, and you know, they're going to hurt now. There's no doubt about that. The hurt is going to be god awful, I've no doubt. But it is what it is. We haven't tasted defeat very often, but any time we have, it has tasted very, very sour. So we just have to go through that now. The group will reflect, obviously, individually, collectively. There'll be a lot of time for that. But I suppose, listen, today is not for that consideration. I think, you know, that'll take quite a bit of time. They're very, very disappointed, obviously, and again, it's about opportunities. You want to give yourself opportunities today to win the game, but you'd love to get to the final to give yourself an opportunity as well. And we've lost that opportunity, and that's, you know, sometimes it's not about the winning; it's about giving yourself an opportunity. So, just immensely proud of the boys, immensely proud of all the people in the backroom team for the work they've put in over the last number of years, and in particular this year. And I've no doubt Limerick will regroup and come back in 2025, you know, refreshed and ready to go again.